Good morning, world. This is Bren and Mike, and we are currently chilling outside our backyard in Sydney, right in front of the Sydney Opera House and the Sydney Harbour Bridge. For those of you that can't see on YouTube, that can't see on the podcast, you're gonna have to jump onto YouTube to watch us, yeah? So yeah, my name is Brendan, and this is
Michael. So we're just two guys from Sydney. You know, we've got a lot of things we want to share with the world, and I don't know, this is what we like to do. We like to connect with others, we like to reach new people, and I guess interact with people and be able to share our experiences and also hear your side of the story, and you know, get to know everyone and try to add a little value in everyone's life where we can.
Exactly. So the other day, me and Michael were just having our normal chill out sessions, and we're always talking about wanting to change the world and wanting to influence everyone in the world and change everyone's world for the better. And so we realized that the things we talk about every single day are really uplifting things. And so we realized that if we could just record everything we do and just post it, it would benefit a lot of people's lives. Because we try to talk a lot about...
I don't know. Usually when we hop in the car, when we see each other, we always have good things to tell each other. So we call them wins. We always share our wins with each other. And, you know, it's for us, we always see that it's very easy for people to get caught up in talking negativity and discussing things that aren't really uplifting or motivating. So for us, whenever we were with each other, we always found that we always had good content to share. But we wanted to share it to other people more than just ourselves, because it's always good when you hear other people winning, or when you hear something successful, you hear that something good is going for someone. Those are the things you sort of want to hear. No one wants to hear something that's really demotivating or not really uplifting at all. So for us, every time we hung out, every time we got together, we'd always have a good short story to share. And you know what? It reached a point where we were like, holy shit, we should just start recording our conversations. And we'd do that in the car, where we'd record our own conversations, and then just for memory. But then I don't know, ideas started unfolding, and then that's where we are today. So we've decided to start podcasting. I guess in terms of our podcast, there isn't any real theme or template, but it's just more us sharing our experiences, us sharing all the good stuff that happens in our life, and hopefully being able to inspire those around us as well to look for the good in life, rather than, you know, getting consumed by all the tough circumstances. You know, every day there's stress in our life, and it's really easy for us to just cave in under typical stress. You know, it's easy to fall into that loop of feeling
downward spiral. Easy, man.
Yeah, so I can say confidently from our past experiences that we've definitely had days where, you know, they haven't always been the best, but it's so good now that both Brendan and I's perspective and outlook towards life has changed dramatically, and all we care about now is sharing happiness, positivity, and, you know, good things with other people, and hopefully being able to inspire others to, you know, change their perspective, add a little more color and light to their life. So yeah,
exactly. And so because of this, we came up with the idea of Band of Beasts. And so
it was actually a group that we made on Instagram. And I don't know, there's just a ring to it.
Shout out to Flo.
Yeah, shout out to Florence. Band of Beasts. So yeah, it's just our little convo where, I don't know, I guess we always have something good to share, and you know, it's always a good time when you're sharing really positive and great stories with other people. You know, that's what life should be about. We should be celebrating each other's wins, each other's successes, and I guess we want to essentially provide a platform for, I don't know, just sharing positivity
And just knowledge and ideas that can help change the world.
Yeah.
And not just the world, but the universe. And so we believe that the only way to change the world is to change ourselves.
Yes, that's definitely right.
Because once you change who you are, you start to view the world differently. And when you view the world differently, you start to act differently. And that's when you really start to interact with other people differently. And that changes everything. Even though one thought could be so small and it could just be starting off in your mind, that is what slowly builds up and it becomes a snowball effect. And it changes everything in your life.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we just truly believe that. So we wanted to start this podcast and we had no script at all. Like we were actually supposed to answer some questions right now, but we're actually just going with the flow right now.
Yeah.
Just like the waves.
Yeah, and this is basically what all our conversations are like all the time.
Every
So, you
single
know,
day.
even before we were trying to plan this and stuff, I kept saying, you know what, just fuck the script. Like, you know, just talk, and this is us in our natural state, this is us flowing, this is how we normally communicate on a day-to-day basis or whenever we see each other, is that nothing is really planned for, nothing is really intentional. Everything that we usually discuss or talk about is always positive, uplifting. You know, we just want to share it with each other, and you know, the very fact that now we just have a camera sitting in front of us, this is just us in our natural state, but it's being recorded now.
Exactly.
But then
but everything is exactly the same. There's no how do you say, cookie cutter. There's no fluff. This is 100% us right now.
Yeah.
This is how we always are. And it might not seem likely because we might seem like we're putting on an act, but we can assure you this is actually us toned down. Like,
yeah,
I reckon if
we'd be screaming if there weren't people around us.
Yeah, exactly. So it's actually such a beautiful day right now,
Yeah.
and it was forecasted to be like around 21 degrees, like cloudy, but looks like God is on our side as usual.
This guy's dressed for summer and I'm dressed for winter.
Fuck, I love you, mate. I'm so
Alright.
glad we're actually finally
Yeah.
doing this. Holy
I know,
shit.
you know, it's been in the books for a while, but
Yeah.
now we've finally set the tripod up and we got the ball rolling.
Yep.
But yeah, I guess that's just a brief intro to how everything came to where it was at this point.
Uh-huh.
And yeah, I think we should run through. I guess we had a list of questions that we wanted to run through just to give you guys a brief introduction about us, because obviously this is our first podcast episode and we want you guys to know a little bit more about us first before we dive into the bigger and greater things. So I think we've written down maybe 5 questions, and you know, it's the nitty gritty stuff, but you guys got to know more about us, and I think it'd be good for you guys to, you know, hear a little bit about our story and how we came to where we are.
Okay, so first question, what is your name?
Michael Luong, Luong.
So my full name is Brendan Chor. So a lot of people spell my last name wrong. It's actually Chhor. And another thing I want to include in this is my Chinese name is Bung Kiang, which means strong scholar. I actually just found that out a few months ago. And yeah, I feel like that just epitomizes me. Like, I just feel like that is me, strong scholar. But yeah, okay, next question. Where are you from?
So obviously we're both from Sydney, Australia. My background, my parents are Vietnamese. Yeah.
Yeah, so what Mike said was we both were born in Sydney, Australia, but his family migrated from Vietnam.
That is right.
Well, do you know what year?
Would have been something in the 80s, I think. It was post-Vietnam War, so they came as refugees to Australia, and just like many other Vietnamese families, they established themselves within Australia. And, you know, we're very fortunate to be living in this country where they provided our parents and our families the opportunity to start a new chapter in their lives and, you know, start fresh again, without the oppression, without the you know, all the difficulties that they faced when they were at home due to the circumstances revolving the Vietnam War. So, you know, I'm very grateful and appreciative of all the things that happened to get my parents to come over here and, you know, start again and raise a family and even be able to look after my sister and I. throughout all these years. So yeah.
Yeah, so like as Mike said, me and him are so grateful that just for this opportunity. Like without our parents, you would not see this beautiful background. For the people that aren't watching on YouTube,
Amen.
there's amazing, beautiful Sydney Harbour Bridge. Oh, just the Sydney Opera House, just everything about Sydney is so beautiful, and we would not
100%.
be able to experience this amazing experience without them. So thank you, mum, dad, grandma, auntie, uncle, everyone for taking that leap of faith, because up until before they left, my mum and dad, they knew that, well, they told me that they had no clue that there was a life outside of Cambodia. So I didn't mention that till now, but yeah, my mum and dad my whole family, we're all Chinese, Teochew, but we migrated from Cambodia, and yeah, they just never knew a life. They didn't
Outside
know, yeah,
what
they didn't
they were
know
used to.
geography. They didn't know about America. All they knew was Cambodia.
Yeah.
So yeah, just so grateful for that.
Yeah, so it's good that we both come from two very different backgrounds, but you know, our families made that ultimate sacrifice to leave their home basically, and you know, just come here and establish a new life in a foreign country that obviously they're not used to, or it's obviously significantly different circumstances. So yeah, we're both very grateful to be here. I think the next question is...
The next question is...
What do you do?
What do you do, Mike?
All right, so I am working in delivery management. I'm a project engineer, and I am on a program working with the RMS. So that is the Roads and Maritime Services. They look after all the road networks across Australia, I do believe. So basically, I am a project engineer on a program that is called Easing Sydney's Congestion. So what we ultimately do is assess the different road networks across Sydney, and obviously there are traffic inefficiencies which are caused, growing population, you know, the capacity of different road networks cannot sustain or fit the wider population and ensure that there's efficiency in the road network. So what my team does is we propose design solutions from the very start all the way to the end of a project, and we essentially manage its delivery. So we go through all the different phases of design and construction. We interact and liaise with different stakeholders within the community. So we're speaking to members of the Parliament, we're speaking to the community themselves, different business owners, and basically the whole package which is required to deliver a project. We're essentially overseeing the project's delivery, and yeah, that's my full-time job. I'm also coaching at Massive Workouts, so I've recently completed my certificates to be a trainer. That's sort of my side passion, which I intend to pursue in the future. Something I look forward to doing every single day, you know, just being able to help other people improve their lives essentially through health and fitness. You know, it's very important to me because I feel that a lot of people, they don't feel empowered, and it's a lot of the times it's due to confidence, and a lot of it arises from health and fitness. You know, a lot of people are striving to improve, and that's a beautiful thing. And you know, me as a coach, if I'm able to help other people really reach their potential, you know, it's such a rewarding, it's such a gift, you know, when you get to see people reach new successes and wins in their life. You know, I would love to be the person who helps enable that and help other people reach new heights. So yeah, I'm a project engineer and I'm also a coach. Bren?
So as you guys will realize from my answer, I'm not as educated as Mike here. This guy, what'd you get for your ATAR?
Nah, that was so long ago. It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. So okay, a little bit more of a background story. I've known Mike for how many years now? Like almost 10 years?
I don't know. Yeah, I think 10.
We started hanging out around like year 11.
Yeah, year 11.
Which is probably around 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Would you say that?
2010, yeah, ish.
Almost 10
or
years.
9,
around 9 years ago. And so, yeah, up until then, we've always been like studying a lot and stuff like that. But I wouldn't have a certain role. I wouldn't see myself in a certain specific role. Not right now, anyways, because I'm actually unemployed. But yeah, I see myself as someone that's always adapting, always evolving, always broadening my horizons. And to be honest, in the last 25 years, I've been alive, but I don't really feel like I've been living until the last 2 years. And so, a little bit background story. Last 2 years, 2 years ago, I moved to Perth, which is literally on the other side of the continent of Sydney. So, literally, like
To the west.
to the west, all the
It's
way
like
to the other
8-hour
west,
flight, all the way to the other side of Australia.
all the way to the other side of the continent. And I pretty much found myself there. So, before that, I got my heart broken really, really bad. I was just in a really deep, dark place, and I didn't know what to do with my life. And so this opportunity came around, and my auntie asked me, do you want to help me out? Because she was planning to go to Japan. And so she wanted me to look after her restaurant for 3 weeks. And I was like, fuck yeah. That same night, I booked the flight. I was gone within a week. And I was only planning to be there for 3 weeks, but I actually ended up staying there for 6 months because I loved it so much. It was just, I actually found my calling. So I guess my purpose in life was to just try everything new, things I've never done before, and just inspiring people on the way there. And so, yeah,
If I can summarize this guy up, he's definitely grown a lot, and you know what, now he's very open to taking on board any and every opportunity. So he's an opportunity seeker. You know, although he says he's unemployed, he's been in so many different jobs, and when I say different jobs, he's done so many fucking different things. Like he's been in real estate, he's worked at a cafe, he's done sales for products, and you know what, he's just done a myriad of different things. And you know, it goes to show his tenacity, because he doesn't limit himself to just one thing. You know, he's very open, and you know, that's the way we should be in life. We should take on board all opportunities which are presented to us. You know, I always say, you've got nothing to lose and everything to gain, and I think Brendan speaks for that. You can tell just the amount that he's changed and grown. You know, he's very he's found his own success, although what might seem unsuccessful to others, you know, I find that a big win in his life, because you know, it's all a learning process. You can see that he's grown tremendously over the years, and you know what, all these different experiences have exposed him to, you know, different people, and it's essentially made him who he is today. So I think it's very important that although we're completely two different people, we both have these experiences which have amalgamated to become who we are today. And you know what, although they're varying experiences, you can just see hints and bits and pieces of how our past has made us who we are today. And yeah, it's pretty interesting when you dive into the nitty-gritties of our past.
Yeah, so just to cut it all short, to sum up me and Michael, we're pretty much go-getters, and we live life to the fullest. That's all it is. We live life to the fullest, and we just want to give as much as we can, and we want to influence the world. We want to change this world for the better. And so, yeah, I think we're running a bit low on time, so we want to get this through as quick as possible.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 20 minutes, but you know, this was bound to happen. We just
have too much fun. We lose track of time, and so without a doubt, we will know that you guys will find out more about us as the weeks go by.
Yeah,
this is only the first episode, but yeah, let's get moving on. What message? No, okay. Why podcasting? We're only on the part two.
We sort of answered this question already. Yeah. So you know, podcasting is a platform for us to just communicate with the world. You know, share our successes, share our wins, no matter how big or small. It's essentially the vessel for us to connect with you guys. And you know what? Like I said at the start, the both of us have so many things we want to share with the world. And you know, it's different things. It's not the same, because we both we view life in the same way, but then our experiences based on what we do, provide so many different perspectives on how this life is so great and valuable. So, podcasting, in my opinion, is such a valuable tool for us to, really be able to communicate our beliefs, our values.
Thank you, technology.
Thank you, technology. What we firmly believe with you guys. And it's awesome that, we're blessed with this sort of opportunity to connect and communicate with you guys.
That's,
if you want to add anything else to that?
No, you hit the nail on the head, mate. All right, quick one. What's to come in the future? Too many things.
Yeah,
everything.
I'll let you take this one.
Okay, so first of all, we want to give a lowdown of what we're planning to do every single week. So this week, every single week we're going to be doing a challenge. And we wanted to do something where you could see us evolve as the days go by and as we progress. We wanted to see, we wanted you to go, we wanted you to come and join us with this journey and see us progress, see us grow, see us thrive. And we wanted you to see us evolve. So this challenge we're doing this week, we actually agreed on this for 1 week, but...
That's so fucking sad.
We're planning to do no music, nothing, but just silence and just ambience.
And I know this might sound very easy, but this is coming from two guys that live and die by music.
We breathe music. We are music.
Yes, like music is so fundamental to my daily life. Like I wake up and I listen to music. Music's all around us.
Exactly.
You can't escape music. And you know what? Music connects us all. Music is such a beautiful thing. And for us to, I guess, exert this sort of discipline on this challenge, I think it'd be quite a challenge. But
for sure.
Like Brendan was saying, the point of us doing sort of weekly challenges is not to showboat or like say that we're pulling off these feats, but more so to show you guys that we're both on a journey to continue to evolve as people. And the only way we can grow is to constantly immerse ourselves in not difficult circumstances, but put ourselves in situations where it'll be highly beneficial and it'll help us grow as people. It was just like Brendan. He recently completed a 12-day water fast, and on the surface level, if you told anyone that you fasted for 12 days and ate nothing but only drank water, right, they'd be like, what the fuck? You can't do that. Like, it's just the typical misconception or the typical viewpoint on these sort of things, and these things aren't designed for us to go out there and fuck our lives up and do something crazy, but it's more a process for us to continue to grow. And for Brendan, when he finished that challenge, he felt he was in a lot more control of a lot of aspects in his life,
Just fully self-disciplined. And so I want to say that when I actually did this water fast, what I did is I had nothing, no food, no liquids, but distilled water for 12 days. And so after that 12-day challenge, the first meal I had was just
pure
watermelon. Ecstasy. All I had was watermelon.
He had an organic watermelon. Of all things he could have eaten.
I could have had fried chicken, I could have had pizza, but that could have stuffed up my shit real bad. But this just watermelon, it was just so juicy, and I just appreciate it so much. Like, it was pure ecstasy for me. And so I believe if I apply that water fast to this music fast, we would just appreciate music so much more, even though I feel like that's impossible for us.
Yeah.
Because we love music. Yeah. That is an understatement. And so, we want to just appreciate life more, challenge ourselves, build our characters. And so...
Yeah, so I guess that's what's in store for the future, you know? Just, I guess, us sharing different experiences and stories with each other, also being able to connect with you guys. And like I said, providing this platform for us to provide, a learning experience for everyone, and hopefully add value to other people's lives.
Exactly.
that's our common goal that we share, is that we want to continue to add value to other people's lives. Oh, is it even recording anymore?
No. Check.
Oh, I think it's not.
Bro. What happened?
I don't know. Alright, let's do it again. Alright. That's alright.
When did you realize that?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
It was just full in flow.
Oh, no.
Shit.
Whoa! Luckily, we're recording. At least we can post on podcast, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Alright, guys, we just realized that the camera turned off. Spewing, but we've voice recorded everything, so I don't know how we're going to edit this, but yeah, we'll work it out. We'll work it out. All that matters is that we have the voice recording, and I guess we can still do the listening podcast. But if we don't post the video footage, like I said again, we are sitting in front of the Opera House and the Harbour Bridge, and it is fucking magnificent. Beautiful.
The sun came out just for us.
Yes, that's right. Okay, moving on.
Getting off a big track here.
Yes.
Yeah, so we planned to do the music fast, but we originally agreed 1 week. But I want to propose to you.
No.
How about 2 weeks, bro?
Fine.
2 weeks. 2 weeks,
Right.
yeah? We got this shit. Oh, that connected as well. So, like, just...
The first time he suggested it to me, I was like, fuck off. That was the first thing I said.
Literally,
I didn't even have to think about my response. That was my response, because music is my life. Music is our lives. We vibe so much to
live
music.
and breathe music.
Exactly. It's crazy that even outside of us, like, music has the ability to affect mood. It has the ability to uplift. It has the ability to make you sad. Music is such a beautiful thing, and we're very fortunate that we have these maestros all over the world who create
Spotify,
such masterpieces.
I love
yes.
you. Thank you
So yeah, us going on this music fast, 2 weeks now. Fuck, it'll be challenging, but
yeah.
you know what?
Actually, what I said to him was, as soon as he said "fuck off," what I said was, the fact that you're so reluctant to do this, the fact that you reacted to that, is a clear indicator that we have to do this, because we have to push through the fear. We have to push through, like, what we don't want to do. That's the only way to grow, to do the challenging things, the things that we're not comfortable with doing. Because once you step outside your comfort zone, the comfort zone expands. And so that's why I knew we had to do it, because I knew we were going to grow.
Next thing you guys know, we'll be streaking. That's highly uncomfortable.
Jesus
you know what?
Christ. Don't know about that, Maybe during winter for extra impact. Okay, next question. Okay. I think we're pretty much done.
Shit.
So now that...
Is this stuff on mine?
No.
Alright.
Okay, so now that we've explained ourselves, what we're doing, what we mean, what our purpose is, where we live, where we come from, this is the time to ask you guys a question. So we're going to start doing a thing called Win of the Week. Thanks to this guy, this genius came up with the idea of Win of the Week. So we want to do, starting from next week, we're going to start, I guess, sharing what was the main thing in our lives that really uplifted us and really made us appreciative of life and more grateful for life. So yeah, we're going to start that next week. But for you guys, what is your win of the week for this week?
Yeah, share that win with us.
Exactly.
It's always nice to celebrate, even the small wins, even the big wins. All wins, a win is a win, and for us to be able to share these experiences where we undergo things that are so highly motivating and purely uplifting, it's great. We just want to share that, and
exactly.
If you guys share with us your win of the week, we'd love to hear it as well.
Exactly, because if you share it to us, when we read these things, when we read about happiness and like success happening in other people's lives, it uplifts us too. So in a way, we're kind of being selfish. We knew that this is going to help us, so that's the reason why we're planning to do it. But we love the win-wins, yeah?
Yes, we will feed off each other's
exactly.
energy, and you know what, continue to grow.
We are all one. And so if you want to shout out, if you want to be in our next episode, if you want us to share your win of the week, Don't be shy. Hit us up in our DMs. Put a
He
comment
just
in
wants
our
he
messages.
just wants people to slide in his DMs, the sneaky guy.
Yeah, and so hit us up, and yeah, we'll definitely share what's going to happen, and stay tuned for next week. If you want to know where we're going to be chilling out, we might be at the Sydney Harbour Bridge, we might be at the Opera House, who knows? You guys are going to have to tune in to our YouTube videos. But yeah, until next week, peace out. Fucking love you, bro.
Love you too, bro.
Episode 1, Band of Beasts. Cut. Fuck yeah.
Finito.
Yes.